Assalamu alaikum. Yes, children, in the previous video that was sent to you, we solved first and second question of the third exercise of this chapter, Algebric Expressions and Identities. And that time a few parts were given to you as homework. You were told to send me on WhatsApp the solutions of those parts which I have given as homework so that I can see whether you can solve those or not. Nobody has sent those to me, so I can understand from that your solutions must have been correct. I shall therefore move to the next question today. Question number 3 is here. In those previous two questions, we learned how to multiply a binomial by a monomial or a trinomial by a monomial. We'll have some more practice of that. But right now, the question that we have, question number 3, in this we will be again given the practice of multiplying monomials, monomial by monomial. Some more practice of this concept we'll have. Well, the first part of this question involves 3 monomials. It is a square, first expression, it is put in a bracket, it is a monomial, multiplied by the second expression is again a monomial, again put in a bracket, it is 2a raised to power 22, then multiplied by another monomial, put in third bracket, 4a raised to power 26. These 3 monomials we have to multiply. Now for multiplying, the procedure is already explained to you. Out of the 3, we'll first multiply first 2. We'll keep the third one as it is. Now as we multiply these 2, we'll multiply, as per the procedure, first their coefficients. The coefficient of this monomial is nothing there. It is 1 therefore. Second expression coefficient is 2. We multiply 2 by 1s, it will be 2. 2 1s are 2. Then as you multiply their variable parts, you have to use the law of multiplication. When bases are same, powers are added, it will be a raised to power 24. This is the product of the first 2 monomials. Since we have to multiply it by third polynomial, third monomial, 4a raised to power 26, which is kept in the bracket, we'll put therefore this product polynomial also that we got as the product of these 2 in another bracket. Now multiplying these 2 monomials, the law is same. What will we do? Multiply first the coefficients, 2 and 4 are the coefficients, product is 8, 2 4s are 8. This 8 will become the coefficient of the product now, and then variable part will be obtained by multiplying these 2 variable parts, and that you will get by applying the law of multiplication. Bases are same, powers are added, it will be a raised to power 24 plus 26 means 50. So the answer therefore of this part number 1 is 8a raised to power 50. I shall show the second part also here. In this second part you have to multiply 2 monomials now. The first monomial placed in the first bracket, it is 2 by 3 xy multiplied by another monomial is minus 9 by 10 x square y square. We have to multiply 2 monomials again, kept in separate brackets. Now the rule to be followed is same. We have been doing this We have done this in the previous exercise also. We have done this in the first part also. Now same thing will apply here. We'll first multiply their coefficients. The coefficient of the monomial in the first bracket is 2 by 3. And that in the second bracket is minus 9 by 10. So we'll multiply first 2 by 3 and minus 9 by 10. As we multiply them, you have to first multiply their signs. Minus plus will become minus. Numerator will be multiplied by numerator. It will be 18. 2 9s are 18. And the denominator when multiplied by denominator will give you 30. Minus 18 by 30 we got as the coefficient. And the variable will be obtained by using the law of multiplication again. In case of x base, your power will become sum of the powers of the two. 1 plus this 2 power will give you 3 power. So it is x cube. Then we have y base also, and the power of y also in the product will be the sum of the powers of y in the two expressions. 1 plus 2 will be 3 again. This is the product. And in this case, the coefficient that we got, it will be convenient to express this in the lowest form by cancelling the common factor. 6 will be the common factor. It will be 6 3s are 18 here, 6 5s are 30 here. The answer therefore in simplified form is minus 3 by 5 x cube y cube. This will be the answer to the second part. In the third part, again, there is multiplication of two monomials. I shall leave that for you. Do that as homework. We'll quickly go through the fourth part. It is a simple one. Let us do this quickly. We have 3 monomials to be multiplied, 4 monomials to be multiplied this time. X is multiplied by x square is multiplied by x cube is multiplied by x raised to power 4. There are 4 monomials this time. We have to multiply these. Now since we have to multiply monomials, we'll follow the same procedure. We'll first multiply the first 2 monomials, x and x square. Their coefficients are same. 1 is the coefficient here, 1 is the coefficient here. When we multiply coefficient by coefficient, we'll again get 1. 1 1s are 1. When 1 we need not write. So what will we write? Variable part. Powers will be added. It will be 1 plus 2, 3, x cube into. Another polynomial is x cube and the last one is x raised to power 4. Now we have only 3 monomials. Earlier we had 4. We multiplied the first 2 and got a single monomial for those. Now remaining 2 are also there. Out of these 3 monomials, also multiply the first 2 monomials. Use the law again. Multiplication says bases are same, powers are added. It will be 3 plus 3, 6 this time as the power. Multiplied by x raised to power 4. Now we have 2 monomials only. Here we had 3, here we had 4. 1 by 1, number of terms is getting reduced. Now use again the law. In multiplication, bases are same, powers are added. It will be x raised to power 10, therefore 6 plus 4 becomes 10. This will be the answer for this fourth part. That was last part of question 3. Over to next question. Question 4. This question also has 2 parts there. We shall begin with part number A. We are asked to simplify. Simplify 3x, it is a monomial, multiplied by a binomial. And the binomial is 4x minus 5. Then there is a separate term plus 3 also. We have to simplify this. After simplifying, we are also asked to find the values for x equal to 3 and x equal to 1 by 2. Well, that we'll do later. First, let us see how we simplify this. To simplify this expression which is given, you have to first multiply these. And multiplication involves multiplying a binomial by a monomial. We did this last time. We have to use distributive law. And that distributive law will be applied from the left side because the monomial by which we have to multiply is on the left side. What will this 3x do? It will first multiply the first term of the binomial 4x and then it has to multiply second term also. We'll therefore get this as 3x multiplied by 4x. This 3x multiplied the first term of the binomial, followed by this minus sign. Then by this 3x, same 3x, we have to multiply now second term in the binomial, that is 5. The bracket gets completed here, and outside the bracket that plus 3 will remain as it is. Distributive law will not be applied for this because it is outside the bracket. Distributive law is applied only up to the bracket. 5. 3 will remain as it is. Now, this involves multiplication of monomial by monomial at two places. Here also you have to multiply monomial by monomial. Will not add first, will not subtract first. Because Bodmer says you have to first multiply. So multiply first. You have to multiply here, you have to multiply here. You will get, as you multiply monomial by monomial, multiply their coefficients, 3 4s will be 12. X square you will get, bases are same, powers are added. Then minus sign, 3 5s are 15x, we are multiplying monomial by monomial, plus 3 will remain as it is. This is the result that we got. 3 terms here are all unlike terms. This is term with x square as variable. This is term with only x as variable. This is without variable. These are unlike terms. We don't have multiplication or division signs here. Instead, we have to now add them or subtract them. But you remember, for addition and subtraction, we have the condition that you can add only or subtract only the like terms. The terms here being unlike, we cannot combine them. This will be therefore the answer of this. Simplification of this can be done only up to this level. Now, having simplified, we are asked to find the values of this expression, given expression, for two values of x. The first value of x is 3. So let us choose first x equal to 3. If x is equal to 3, then what will we get? How will we get the value? What we have to do is now, you have to replace x. Wherever there is x in the result, you have to replace that by 3. You have x at two places. You will replace x by 3 here as well as here. But then we find x as square here. Therefore, when you replace x by 3 here, it has to be put square also. Here we don't have power 2. It is 1 power. So here 3 will be written only once. Here you have to use it twice. The result we'll get therefore is, then value is equal to. We have to find the value, and that value will be 12 as it is multiplied by, instead of x you have to write 3, and that 3 has square here. Better will be the value 3 of x will write in the bracket. Over the bracket we write the power square. Then minus 15 into 3. For x again 3. Then plus 3. Further simplified. As I said here, we did not add 3 and 5 first. We did not subtract here. Because multiplication is preferred over addition and subtraction. Bodmer's rule we use. Likewise here you have to first multiply. Instead of adding or subtracting, you have to first multiply. And the multiplication here is between 12 and 3 square. You will have to first find what is 3 square. Means you have to multiply 3 by 3 here. 3 3s are 9. That 9 then will be multiplied by 12. You will get 108. 12 9s are minus. In the second place, you have to multiply 15 by 3. That will be 45. Finally, that plus 3 is there. Now, further combining them. Here we could not combine them further because we had unlike terms. But now here you have like terms. You can combine them now. You have to subtract from 108 45. 8 minus 5 will be 3. 10 minus 4 will be 6. Then plus 3 also is there. That will give you 66. 63 plus 3 is 66. The value therefore of this expression when x is 3 is 66. Second part of this, in the second part, you have to use x is equal to 1 by 2. Previously it was 3, now it is 1 by 2. Now in such a case, what will be the value? Then value is equal to. This time what will we do? We'll replace x by 1 by 2 now. Previously we replaced x by 3 because x was 3 there. Now it is 1 by 2. So wherever we have x, you have to use 1 by 2 for that. And square of 1 by 2 will be put, because x has square in the first term. Minus 15 multiplied by, again for x, 1 by 2 plus 3. Let us simplify. We'll prefer again multiplication over addition and subtraction. We have to multiply first. It will be 12 multiplied by, when you make the square of this, it will be 1 by 4. Square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 4. Minus 15 into 1 by 2 we shall keep as it is, plus 3. Then multiplying again, here you will get 4 3s are 12. Cancellation by 4. Therefore the first term on multiplying will be 3. 3 1s are 3. Minus second term, when you multiply, you will get 15 by 2. Numerator we multiply by numerator, denominator by denominator. Denominator of 15 is 1, so 2 1s are 2, 15 1s are 15, plus 3. Now to combine them further, you need LCM. 2 will be the LCM of the denominators. First term has 1 as denominator, second term 2, third 1, 2 will be the LCM. The corresponding numerators will be 6 minus 15 plus 6. When you combine, you'll get minus 3 by 2. This is the value of that given expression when x is equal to 1 by 2. That was part number 1 of this question. Now second part. Part number 2. We are again asked to simplify. And this time we have to simplify a multiplied by a square plus a plus 1. A square plus a plus 1. A monomial is multiplied by a trinomial. Then like previous part, we have plus 5 as a separate term also. We have to simplify this. First we have to multiply monomial and trinomial. Then 5 also to be added to that. Let us use distributive law to multiply these. We'll get a multiplied by a square. Then there is plus sign. A multiplied by a. Again plus sign. A multiplied by 1. Finally that plus 5 will remain as it is, because that is outside the bracket. Performing multiplication, use the law. It will be a cube plus a square plus a plus 5. These are the terms we get, and these terms cannot be further combined because all these are unlike terms. This has a cube as variable part, this has a square as variable part, this has a as variable part, and this is constant term, all unlike terms. So this is the simplification as asked, and then you have to again find the values. This time you have 3 parts. In part number A, the value of A is given. A is given equal to 0 this time. If A is equal to 0, then you have to find what will be the value of this expression. Then value is equal. So procedure used will be same. We have to find the value. So how will we do? We'll use for A in all the terms 0. It will become 0 cube plus 0 square plus 0 plus 5. Now simplifying further, cube of 0 means 0 multiplied by 0 multiplied by 0, it will be 0. Likewise, 0 square will become 0. 0 as it is, then plus 5. Add them, the result is 5. This is the value of that expression when a is equal to 0. I shall show third part of this also. Second part I shall leave for you. In the third part, I have to use a as minus 1. Because of this minus 1, minus sign, I have chosen to use this. Solve this. Find the value for this. A is minus 1 now. That part second, where a is 1, I shall leave for you. Procedure will be same. So this time what shall we do? Wherever we have a in the expression, the result on simplifying that we got, will replace that by minus 1. Then value is equal to minus 1. Because of this minus sign, we'll use brackets this time. Earlier, I said better use bracket, but I did not use in the previous part because it is not having negative sign. Wherever you have negative sign, always use the bracket in such a case. It will be minus 1 cube then here, plus minus 1 square, plus minus 1 plus 5. Now simplifying this. What does this cube tell us here? That you have to multiply this minus 1 3 times. It will be minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. 3 times you have to multiply. Out of 3, when you multiply 2, you will get plus 1, minus minus plus 1. Multiplied by the third minus 1 also, then it will be plus minus minus, 1 ones are 1, minus 1. First term, plus. In the second case, you have to multiply minus 1 only twice because it has square here. So minus 1 square will mean minus 1 is multiplied by minus 1. And as you multiply them, minus minus will be plus, 1 ones are will be 1, so it will be 1 here. Third term, we will get plus minus minus 1. It does not have any power, it is 1 here, so minus 1 will remain as minus 1, plus 5. Then as you simplify further, this minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel. Only 2 terms are left. Combine them, you have to subtract them, 4 will be the result. That was part number 2 of this question. I shall close the day here. That will be all for this day.